Neil, it's an honor to be speaking with you. I have loved your work for many years, and American Gods has been great fun so far. My first question for you. Oh, you're welcome.
No.
My first question for you is about Lakeside, because it is like this idyllic village. Everyone's very welcoming. Shadow's finding himself a new home, and yet at the same time, visually, now we can see that striking contrast of a Black man coming into an all-white American town. Can you talk a little bit about that balance of idyllic and yet also this is America?
Absolutely. For the last, 4 or 5 years since we've been making American Gods, the season I've been looking forward to the most was this season. And the plot line that I've been looking forward to the most was bringing Shadow to Lakeside, watching what happens when you bring this marvelous character as portrayed by Ricky Whittle. And now he's gone through so much in season 1 and season 2. He's been honed by fire and he's on the run. He's actually hiding out as somebody else. He's broken his probation. He's in deep trouble. And he's also being somebody else, being a man called Mike Ainsell. And I've been so looking forward to that. And what I love is feeling like the show delivers. It really feels like small town America. It feels welcoming in every way that small town America can be welcoming, dangerous in every way that small town America can be dangerous, and filled with secrets. Because having lived in small town America for the best part of the last 30 years, the only thing that I have learned is that nothing is what it seems on the surface. And the deeper you go into the things that look lovely and simple, the more secrets and the more lies and the more complications you will find.
I love that. Speaking of complications, one fascinating and complicated character on the show is Laura Moon. And we started off with her being like, well, Shadow is my light now that I'm back. And yet she gets further and further away from that as she's finding her own destiny or her own, coming into her own. So can you talk about the expansion of her character and where she is at the start of this season?
I will. And first of all, let me just say that Emily Browning is an astonishing actor. I'm not sure that you could give Emily Browning anything that she wouldn't just she elevates it. She makes it so much better. Laura, when we first met her at the beginning of season 1, was already dead. She returned from the dead. One of the things that we wanted to do with her in season 3 was kill her, and kill her again right at the beginning, and this time kill her and let her grow. And so we get to follow Laura Moon into the afterlife of Laura Moon this time. She was offered a trip into the afterlife in season 1 and she turned it down. This time she's accepting it, but it's also not necessarily going to take her where she thought it was going to take her. And we get to see Laura's struggle. We get to see what shaped her. How did she become this person? And why is she so angry? And why is she so gloriously negative? Why does she turn apathy into it's like a waving flag. It's her pennant. And can she move on from there? And can she have a mission? And so we did, and she does, and it's marvelous.